Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our pre-show.
Pre-show?
Yes, pre-show.
Hello, everybody. It's a
Pre-show.
post-show.
Whatever. It's
It's
pre-show,
a,
post-show.
no,
Everything's
it's
the
not a
same.
pre-show. It's
Everything's
a
the same.
post-show.
We're here. We're live. We're having fun.
You're live? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we're live. Of course.
Yes.
And everybody, super welcome to the post-show right now, right? Because it's all about the post-show for what happened and Monday Night Raw, and we gotta talk about it. I mean, again, if it's your first time, you can go ahead and like this video, of course, because we're gonna be talking about the highlights. I would say best highlights for what happened tonight and Monday Night Raw, and we are defining finally, I would say, the three events with the latest highlights of Monday Night Raw, and of course, the live chat is open, and you can definitely join the live chat, like this video that is really important for us, so much more people can know for what's going on in the actual for what happened in Monday Night Raw. Again, Carla, your analyst, and Alex, your ring announcer. So definitely the live chat is open, and you can let us know also your predictions for what do you think what's going to happen or what can happen this Saturday for Saturday night's main event and for Sunday for Evolution. Hi, Simon. I missed everything.
Hey, yes.
You missed everything. How
It's
come?
football practice for the kids.
Oh,
yes.
football practice.
That's what happened. You're a father.
Of course. But yeah, I mean, you didn't miss that much actually. I mean, it wasn't a big deal. The show today, I guess it was a decent show for real.
How do you find
for
the pay-per-view? That's how.
Right?
But
how do you find the show though?
No, it was all right.
It was all right. That's what I was
right.
saying.
It was
not. It was not a big deal actually. Yeah, and miracle that Rhea Ripley she didn't appear in it tonight. I thought she was gonna say something or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why don't we go with the first highlights? Wait, the show started with what?
Seth Rollins speaking.
Seth Rollins speaking, exactly. Yeah. What did he say? I don't even know what he said because it's getting a little bit kind of. I don't want to say it's kind of boring, but it is. It is happening.
No, talking about the
Yeah,
three
I mean,
opponents
I
that
don't
are
know
going to
why.
face each other tonight on Monday Night Raw, which was Bronson Reed versus Jey Uso, Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker, and Seth Rollins facing Penta.
Yeah. And it looks like I don't know. How do you see the trio? Because Seth Rollins is getting a little bit too repetitive, and I realize that every beginning of the show, it's starting with Seth Rollins talking nonsense.
It's
Do
okay.
you
They're
see
just
it?
making another bloodline team on
So
Raw,
it's
and
it's like an actual bloodline
yeah,
now.
it's going to continue what he was doing before, what his team used to do before. So yeah, I'd say it's okay.
It's just I guess we're not used to see Seth Rollins, leading now.
Hey, David.
A different type of group. Hi, David. Breaking news. What Goldberg versus Gunther match has been canceled for Night of Champions? Exactly.
Of lack of
That's
fan
breaking news,
interest.
of course. That's breaking news.
People talk too much stuff. That's not what it is.
Everybody wants to see Goldberg in the floor, I guess. Seriously talking. I guess you can let us know in the comment section what do you think about this one so far. Do you like the idea that it's gonna be, I would say, 3 matches so far only for Saturday night's main event? They have not added more matches. I'm saying from the brand of Raw. It looks like they're gonna add maybe 2 more matches, but on SmackDown, right? It looks like it's gonna be like that. But the following, I mean, one of the first highlights, I would say, it was Seth Rollins, correct? The following, what was it? I don't remember.
I think we started off with
Oh yeah, I got it here. Yeah, I got it here. The Judgment Day.
Oh, but that was backstage.
Well, it doesn't matter. It counts. It counts. Yeah, it
it
was Dominic Mysterio. Yeah, and I'm sorry, and Roxanne Perez. She put like a photograph of Liv Morgan.
Like a monetary thing, living a top of a thing with candles and stuff, just to.
It looks like I kind of she was dead or something.
Like she had died and stuff.
Exactly, so. Something like she was dying. She was dead already, or whatever is the case. But I understand that they really want to get rid of Liv Morgan in a certain way. Roxanne Perez right now, she's taking all over the place. But I mean, we cannot even admit it that she's gonna retain that title. It's not even confirmed that they're gonna retain the titles. I guess the moment that it's gonna get really confirmed is gonna be this Sunday, if they could retain those titles. So at that moment, Roxanne Perez can see herself as an actual Judgment Day member, right? And
well, the first match was KAIRI Sane taking on Roxanne Perez 1-on-1.
Yeah,
Raquel Rodriguez was ringside, and supposedly this is one of the matches that we were still missing a tag team for the Fatal 4-Way for the Women's Tag Team Championship at Evolution this Sunday, sorry. And supposedly this match had happened. I guess it's gonna be the match, and by Mercury surprise, KAIRI Sane won the match, even though Raquel got into it.
Yeah.
And ASUKA came out to help, so the Kabuki Warriors are back.
Yep.
And that means the Kabuki Warriors are back in action in tag team, and that's what that's going to be Raw tag team at Evolution.
Yeah, I guess that was a great opportunity, definitely, to put ASUKA coming back, and just coming back as a tag team helper, tag team partner, and whatever. We thought for a moment that ASUKA was gonna stay as a solo wrestler right now. I guess they were trying to put ASUKA on her own, and they were trying to push KAIRI Sane also on her own, but it's not gonna work at all. It looks like lamentably they have to be teaming up, just because right now they have to fill up the card, and they have to be part of pay-per-view. That's what it is. That's what's right now.
Good night, guys. Going to go back to practice.
Yeah, okay, we got you. Good luck. I mean, what TKO sabotage so much.
Yeah.
What? Apart from that, yeah, we have to admit it that Io Sky, everybody's saying that Io Sky right now, she's having kind of the worst momentum in her championship, let's put it that way, because she's not having the super match card. She's having again Rhea Ripley, and we know clearly that she never chose Rhea Ripley. It's somebody in the back choosing Rhea Ripley for her. But in the storyline, they were saying that Io Sky was the one who chose Rhea Ripley, and she wanted so badly to get a match with her in this Evolution. How do you see that?
You can say that it's not a big thing there. Just right now, like I said, it's just normal matches. People don't like Rhea Ripley again, but you have to understand SummerSlam is when they put the better matches up, and right now they just have to fill up the card to get to SummerSlam. So it's just right now, it's just to fill up the card.
That's what I'm saying. Like one of the things that we realize is that some of the matches are getting a little bit extra to push forced, in that sense of force, because there's nothing left. And like you were mentioning in the watch along, because we were doing the watch along and reacting to the show, right? Alex was saying, like, it looks like they want to keep the best matches so far only for SummerSlam. I mean, at this point, we don't even know if in SummerSlam we're gonna see again Rhea Ripley, which it'll be kind of redundant this time if they put Rhea Ripley in SummerSlam. Did you realize that?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, definitely that one. What was the other one? The okay, this one. It was Sami Zayn, right? It was Sami Zayn.
Well, Sami Zayn taking on Braun Breaker was one of the first matches.
Yeah.
As well, before Sami Zayn came out to the ring.
But why don't we say the moment he was attacked by
That's what I'm
saying. Oh, sorry.
Before Sami Zayn came out, they're going to the ring. Karrion Kross attacked him from behind. The same thing with the pipe again. And I guess injured his ribs again, like he had them before already.
Exactly.
So the match, even though it went on, because Sami Zayn was fine to wrestle.
Yep.
Braun Breaker, of course, with his spears and destroying, supposedly getting the victory as well. But later on saying that that he was out indefinitely, which this is Paul Heyman saying it. This is not
when they're saying
WWE
it is because it might happen. it might
but
happen.
this is WWE.
But you could say physically.
If WWE says it or Michael Cole says it, this is not official.
Yeah, of course.
It's named by Paul Heyman.
Which maybe
this is a storyline.
Yeah, maybe they started putting in.
Her reign. They did not that because for them it was a problem. The Io Sky grew in popularity. TKO was where people started to cheer more for Io than Rhea. So for that reason, after that tag team match, I decided to bench Io with those short backstage segments.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, yeah, it looks like they have to add much more stuff. And I don't know, like, I mean, we still want to understand the whole thing that TKO apparently is just not helping like it should, you know, like it used to be before. Comparing to Vince McMahon's era, it's definitely everything has changed.
They put more matches. I don't tell you they don't put better matches and better wrestlers right now. But sometimes the storylines they do has nothing to do with what they're doing.
Exactly.
So
yeah, I mean,
it's not. It doesn't go with the storyline. I guess they just do the story just to do it and just to give just to be in the card. I would say, but it doesn't go anywhere if you're the storyline they're trying to make and trying to do. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's
just there.
Yeah, it looks like the storylines they're supposed to be changed. Long time ago, it looks like sometimes they feel themselves to be obligated to continue with a segment. That's what it is. Like right now, we're having what Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria is gonna take what 3 months possibly. It's been what? It's been a month
kind
or
of,
2 months, kind of 2 months.
Well, no, actually, it comes from WrestleMania. So like 4 months already.
Well, 4 months already. You see, it's been a while already between Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch, but comparing
with Bayley as well.
Exactly. Now putting Bayley
WrestleMania already.
Yeah, now putting Bayley in the middle is gonna extend it. Who knows until when? Maybe until SummerSlam. You know, according to who wins this Sunday at Evolution, because everybody's rooting to see Bayley having that Intercontinental Championship for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Because I would love to see Bayley, but I mean, if they choose Lyra Valkyria for this time, that'll be a miracle, kind of. But also, we have Becky Lynch. She's having all the credits for some reason or whatever, you know. Guess what, guys? Bad news, Teddy Long just passed away. Who's Teddy Long?
Oh, Teddy Long passed away?
Who's that? Wrestler?
No, he used to be
an actor?
He's a Hall of Famer. He used to be a referee when he started in WCW. He was the general manager for Friday Night Smackdown for over 5 years of WWE. I don't know. Let me see if it's true. Mr. Teddy Long just got news.
And everybody that is entering to the
This was Teddy Long?
You can let us know in the... Oh, whoa. Yeah, I remember. Theodore Long.
That doesn't say anything here. Let me see.
No.
Theo Long was born in Birmingham. He is 77 years old. He's a former general manager of WWE SmackDown and ECW. Oh yeah, Theo Long's son Athena passed away. Teddy Long's son.
Oh well, that's son. It's the son. Then say it. It's the son.
It's the son. Hold on. Let me make sure. Oh, his son passed away. It's his son.
Yeah, it's not Theodore. No. Right. Everybody that is entering to the live chat, you can let us know in the comment section. How do you find Monday Night Raw tonight? We did not see more matches for Saturday night's main event. It looks like it's 3 matches so far, and we're going to figure this out this Friday. But in case you have predictions, you can also let us know in the comment section because the live chat is open right now. You can like the video. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, you can go ahead and subscribe right now. So you can double check also the description down below with all the schedule, all the hours, how it's supposed to be this weekend, because we're going to be reacting for these 3 watch-alongs. That is going to be Saturday night's main event, Evolution, and the other one, NXT pay-per-view, which is the Great American Bash. So coming back to the topic, okay.
So anybody gonna for breaking news is not Teddy Long. Teddy Long is still alive. He has not passed away. Okay. The one that passed away was his son, Antonio, has passed away. But that is Teddy Long's son. Teddy Long is still alive.
Okay? Following segment, it was kind of awkward and funny. It looks like they want to put
Grande Americano.
No, this guy's what's his name? The New Day.
Oh, the New Day grieving because they lost their match, their titles.
That was funny.
And War Raiders are asking for a rematch for the champion, which they never
came
got.
Back practically.
They never got. So who knows what? We haven't said that, but probably it's not probably going to be a Saturday Night's main event, but it can be in the future having a
it could
title
be
shot
a tag team rematch, right?
Rematch,
it could be. Could be. I'm not saying it's wrong.
So
yeah, following, I would say segment. It looks like they were trying to push the promos, the videos, and it was really, I would say, it really caught my attention. Nikki Bella, she gave a really impressive promo explaining herself why she should be at Evolution.
Supposedly, it was gonna be her versus Liv Morgan. That was the original storyline.
That was the plan
when Liv Morgan came out at that time, about 2 months ago, or a month ago and a half. But by Liv Morgan getting hurt, the more storyline. So now supposedly Nikki Bella will be in the Battle Royal this Sunday at Evolution. So we'll see if she can get a title shot and if she can win the Battle Royal. She says she's gonna tell people that she still has it in her, and even though she's a little bit more older, she can still do it in the ring. So we'll see how she does.
Funny thing is that something that I never know, because my husband, he's the one who's been watching the show longer, of course. Something that you told me in the middle of the watch along, it was that it's something really huge to have somebody who has never had the championship of WWE in the latest.
She was the longest Divas champion of all time.
Yeah.
Women's champion. She never got into the problem is when she started wrestling with her sister.
Right.
I would say it was 2003, 2004. I'm not sure what year. I remember what year she started. I think it was 2010, 2011, something like that.
Yeah, I remember now.
They were started as twins, as a tag team. Then they separated a little bit. Nikki was the first champion. Brie never won a title.
Yeah, I know.
Brie was never champion. But Nikki won the Divas Championship.
Right.
There was a title called Divas Champion, which the first champion ever of Divas Championship was Maurice. The Mrs. The wife.
Right.
And she was proclaimed the longest Divas champion. I don't know how many months. I think it's like 8-9 months she had the Divas Championship. And she was a great champion for that. But in that time, the Women's Championship was distinguished. They took it off of the TV. I think it lasted about 2008, 2007, and they took it out and they brought that title to WWE as the Women's Championship. That title, I think, lasted about 3-4 years, I would say.
Kind of?
Something like that. And then after that, they took it out. I can tell you exactly how long that title lasted. And they took it out and they brought back the Women's Championship. And that time, the brand was separate, Raw and SmackDown, but it was not a big deal. So I think the Divas was going everywhere. After that, they started saying that no, that the Divas going to go one side when they come up with the Women's Championship. One Women's Championship for Raw, one Women's Champion for SmackDown. And that's how they started. I'm going to tell you now, Divas Championship. It started in 2008. And it ended in 2016.
Right. That's a lot.
8 years for the Divas Championship.
Wow. It's been a long time.
8 years. So, yeah, the Divas Championship, 8 years, really good title. But after that, they came out with the Women's Championship.
Right, right.
And I will say the Women's Championship, they started bringing that out again. I will tell you right now, the Women's Championship.
Yep.
It started in 2016 after the Divas Championship.
Right.
Both championships. So they got the Women's Championship and then they brought out the Women's World Championship in the same year. Because they separated brands of Raw and SmackDown. So that won the championship for the women for Raw and one for SmackDown.
Right.
When the Divas Championship existed, it was for both brands.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why Nikki Bella, when she left the Women's Championship, she lasted, I think, to WWE. I would say, if I'm not mistaken, she was there, to tell you the truth, I'll tell you exactly what time.
Don't tell me the truth.
No. I'm not too sure. I know she started like in 2018.
It's fine. We don't need to be specific.
No, we can. I can
but I mean,
exactly.
coming back to the topic in the sense of having Nikki Bella after I don't know how many years, like we were saying again, it's huge, okay? Because right now she's super excited. She's super motivated. She was even at this point to start the storyline with Liv Morgan specifically. And we know because of the Liv Morgan's injury and surgery and whatever was the case, because of her shoulder, right now, all the plans have been done, gone, and flopped. Let's put it that way, you know? And that's the reason that right now everybody's complaining in media like, oh my God, Evolution 2 is just getting worse and worse and worse. It's not working. The booking is not the way it's supposed to be.
She started in 2008, actually, right, when the Divas Championship started.
Yeah, she practically debuted the actual title, correct.
She finished wrestling in 2011.
Right.
She left. Actually, no, sorry. She left, came back. So practically, she left around 2018 officially.
There you go.
So 2018, by that time is when they started the Divas Women's Championship, but she never won that championship. Exactly. So practically, if she wins it this time, it's like the first time ever winning the championship.
I would love to see Nikki Bella for real winning the Battle Royal so they can bring something different. I'm not going against, I have nothing against Trish Stratus. We've seen enough of Trish Stratus. This year, 2 years ago or 1 year ago, I guess, it was with Becky Lynch, correct? No, 2 years ago, it was for the tag team titles, and there was a moment that she did like a storyline with Becky Lynch. It was interesting, but we have to see other legends too that they can bring something to the table. And I guess this is a huge, remarkable, I would say, opportunity for Nikki Bella to demonstrate that she can do it on her own. And again, that she can win this Battle Royal, and she can go to an actual pay-per-view. If she reaches to the toppest, that'll be really super different, super, I would say, creative. At this moment, it is creative.
Super.
Yeah, because they need to cover whatever emptiness right now is going on with the wrestlers. Exactly. I mean, again, we have a lot of injuries going on, lamentably, and that's the reason they have to make sure to cover whatever they're missing. So I would love to see Nikki Bella. I'm not saying it's wrong for the newest wrestlers, because a lot of people, they are chanting for Stephanie Vaquer. She said it completely last week. She said, well, I'm in the Battle Royal and I'm going to win, and I'm going to show that I can win and I can classify and blah, blah, blah. It looks like with Stephanie Vaquer, there's not going to be an actual storyline for a bit. For a while, I don't know for how long. Okay, I don't see that they want to put her in an actual storyline. You know, while the fans, they want to see Stephanie Vaquer at a storyline. They would love to see her teaming up with Rhea Ripley or having an actual storyline with Rhea Ripley. They always want to put Rhea Ripley with her, or anywhere Rhea Ripley with somebody. But I'm saying, with all of this, you know, having said, I doubted that Stephanie Vaquer, she could make it in the Battle Royal. Is not wrong, but what are the chances that she can win this time?
Well, remember, there's 26 women in the Battle Royal.
That's the reason. That's what I'm saying.
Supposedly, it's all brands going to be in it. Raw, SmackDown, the said legends.
It's so competitive. Yeah, it's so competitive.
We don't know if we have right now with that partnership with TNA, if there's going to be women from TNA as well. Also, you never know. They say no, but I guarantee you, there's going to be women from AAA. Mexico. Well,
we can't guarantee nothing because
probably one or two, but it has to be one of them.
If they put it, that'll be really interesting.
What makes you believe that the women's AAA women's Reina champion of AAA is going to be?
Maybe that'll be interesting.
Her name, Lady Flamer.
Yeah,
can be in it. You don't know.
We don't know. That's the thing.
Delicious.
What?
It's a women's from AAA. Delicious.
Oh, okay.
Can be in it too.
We don't know. It's a little bit unpredictable. We have a group of legends.
Chica
we have
Tormenta. No,
yeah.
Dallas.
We have a group of legends. We have a group of NXT.
So you don't know.
We got a group of Smackdown, of course, Hall of Famers, and that's the thing. Like, you must put the talent on it. So, you know, again, I would love to see Nikki Bella winning. If it's Stephanie Vaquer miraculously, that'll be impressive. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I would go for both of them, like either one or the other one. So you can let us know in the comment section, of course, what do you think about this one so far? You can drop it in the comment section.
I'll give you my prediction who wins.
Your predictions.
When I see all of them inside the ring.
You can let us know.
I'll tell you who's gonna win
in the comment section your predictions of all the shows, because
I can't say because I don't know who's gonna be winning.
It's fine.
I don't know who's gonna be in.
Nobody's asking for it right now.
I'm gonna let you know when I see them fighting. I'll let you know who's gonna win.
No, I was saying for people that they can put it in the live chat. I'm saying because
all
the fans, they have a different point of view. Like, some people they want to see, I want to see Rhea Ripley again. No, some other people, they just hate the idea to see Rhea Ripley again. I'm fed up with that.
She's not gonna be in the Battle Royal.
Well, I'm saying, but she's having a main event apparently again. Exactly. I mean, seriously talking, you know, there's a lot of overwhelming matches that they tend to be too overwhelming too. We have to admit it. Another one, coming back to the topic, huge reminder also, you can double check in the description down below. We do have our podcast that's called Wrestle Splash Podcast, that you can find us on Spotify and of course Apple Podcasts, and download the episodes for free. I mean, you can also rate us free. Download it for free and rate us with 5-star, and you can let us know what you think about the show. I mean the podcast. The following segment, okay, it was really interesting. Like I was saying, we were reacting and all this stuff. Breaking news, let's put it that way, because that's the way they present it in the show, right? The fourth tag team that are supposed to be in the fatal 4-way for the tag team of Evolution is supposed to be.
Well, we got 4 women. You got the women's tag team champions, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, versus SmackDown's Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. We just saw NXT earlier today.
They just added, exactly.
Soroka and Zarya. And now just added from Raw, the returning Kabuki Warriors. Asuka and KAIRI SANE will be the 4 women who will be challenging for the tag team titles. And
also kind of breaking news, I'm saying, because it's part of the show that they let us know. It's Ava. She's supposed to say tomorrow on NXT. She's going to announce
participants in the Battle Royal.
Exactly.
So we'll
from NXT.
Exactly.
It could be 5. It could be, wow, if they put more than 5, that'll be a miracle. I doubt it.
I'll see what it is.
Yeah, I doubt it. The other one was, which one? Oh, the highlight. It was just fun. This was one of the funniest parts. I mean, it looks like Grande Americano, he's gonna stay forever in Monday Night Raw. Even though Chad Gable, who's the one who created the persona.
Chad Gable is not El Grande Americano. It's a different person. Everybody thinks it's the same person.
But it's not.
You see, Chad Gable was injured. We saw a Grande Americano now. How can it be the same person?
Well, for some people, they think, you know, it's Grande Americano part-time and the other part-time is Chad Gable. So apparently he's having a good check.
He's the speed champion. So Grande Americano is in the house and he's just doing what it is. No, here's the thing.
We know clearly inside the mask, it was Ludwig Kaiser. Everybody knows that.
Ludwig Kaiser,
no doubt about
it.
They're
not giving him, I guess, his personality for his character.
Correct.
Not doing it.
It's not that it's not working. It looks like they need to put somebody to cover Grande Americano. That's the actual reason.
But his ratings are not coming up.
Well,
as a premium.
Tell you the truth.
So he's getting more ratings like this than other things.
Then that means Grande Americano can get ratings with anybody, because Chad Gable also had it.
Yeah, but right now
it's true.
So who makes you believe when Chad Gable returns, they're gonna make it 2 Grandes Americanos 1-on-1?
If they do that, that'll be fun. Seriously, that would be fun. I'm not saying
they did that once with Doink the Clown.
Well,
1-on-1.
It could be, but tell you the truth, I'm not saying that Ludwig Kaiser is super boring.
They can do it.
But it looks like they never wanted to put Ludwig Kaiser betraying Gunther 100%. That's the reason, because everybody was expecting to see Ludwig Kaiser turning on.
That Gunther was going to be
exactly. That's the thing. But I would have done that, which everybody was just waiting for the moment, but it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Forget about that. Exactly. The following segment, well, we'll talk about this. Of course, Gunther talking nothing, saying nothing, because Goldberg, he passed by in the show.
Goldberg was in the house in his Camaro, running into the Camaro. Chillando Gomez, coming in and talking crap, and Goldberg told him, "Okay, you want to talk crap now? Let's talk crap now. Let's talk crap."
So he talked crap. He didn't talk crap.
Almost hit him, and Goldberg got a lucky punch out of it.
Oh, there you go. So I was checking right now my Twitter. It looks like, because sometimes I don't know why they do it, but when you know the actual Raw show, it's on Netflix. Sometimes in the middle of the announcement, in the commercial break or whatever it is, they tend to do like interviews or whatever it is. So they do it backstage. Mm-hmm. Last week we noticed it was with Stephanie Vaquer. This time it looks like, for what I'm checking right here, it looks like they were having an interview. It was Maxine Dupree and Natalia and whatever. So they are saying that they will be in the Battle Royal.
Both of them?
So both of them are going to be in the Battle Royal.
There's some Smackdown.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, they're from Raw.
Natalia so far, Maxine Dupree.
They're from
Raw. And what's her name? Ivy Nile and Stephanie Vaquer so far. Those four are, and Nikki Bella, 5 are confirmed. They will be part of the Battle Royal.
We're going to probably see 5 more from NXT tomorrow.
Exactly.
They're probably going to announce 5 on SummerSlam, on SmackDown.
Exactly.
And we'll find out the rest will be legends for anywhere else.
Right. And for the SmackDown, who they should put in the Battle Royal?
Oh, you got Machine.
Oh, yeah, Chelsea Green.
You got Nia Jax.
It could be Nia Jax. It could be Chelsea Green.
You got Chelsea Green. You got the Hervis, whoever the 3 of the Hervis.
That's true.
You got Selena Vega.
Yes.
We don't know. You got Julia, the United States Women's Champion.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Well, lately they don't put the champions. Did you realize that?
Yes, they could put the champions.
Last time they didn't put any champions.
If you check it out, Selena, Julia doesn't have an opponent for Evolution.
Well, we want to know if they want to put the title on the line.
This year. Unless she puts it
this Friday, you mean?
This Friday they announced it.
I would love to see. I would love to see the title on the line and the at Evolution for Julia's title. The United States.
You don't know if they can put Nikki Cross in the battle.
Nikki Cross should be actually. It's been a while. I mean, I don't know, the Wyatt 6, it's fine, but I don't know, Nikki Cross, she's always gonna be hanging in the middle, because it's a 5 team.
And then make it a rematch between Julia and Selena Vega for the United States Women's Championship. That can be.
Unless, like you said it, they will do like a fatal 4-way to decide somebody who competes against Julia. It makes sense.
We'll see.
It makes sense. So for the ones that, probably you didn't know, my friend, it's confirmed only 3 matches for Saturday night's main event.
So far.
Seth Rollins versus LA Knight. Goldberg, of course, against Gunther. Who knows? Maybe we get a surprise and we get Goldberg winning. Can you imagine? That'll be funny. It'll be really funny, actually. But anywho, you never know. Triple H is doing whatever he feels like. Another one, the third one, is supposed to be Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. That apparently they were discussing about it in a promo and whatever. It happened last week.
We have to find out tomorrow on NXT.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 3 matches set for NXT's The Great American Bash.
Exactly. Only 3 matches on it?
Only 3 matches.
Mm-hmm.
Usually they put 5 or 6. So either they can put 2 more or 3 more. We'll find out tomorrow night on NXT what happens.
I would say the one that is going to be confirmed, that I assume.
Oh, we got the North American Championship. Correct. Exactly.
Ricky Sainz winning against the trio thing.
And gaining on Ethan Page for the North American Championship.
Yeah, that has to happen.
We know the tag team titles are not going to be changing hands tomorrow, but who knows? It might be chaos in that match, and they just make it a rematch at the pay-per-view.
It could be chaotic, but we don't know.
We'll see what happens on that one.
Hi, JT.
Hey, JT,
does main event and All In start at the same time?
Yes.
Great question. All In is going to be 3 p.m. EDT Eastern Time.
And
or
NXT as well.
1 p.m. Pacific.
Yes.
So
they
NXT
both start
is
at
going
the
to
same
be
time.
3 p.m. Yes.
Yeah. They both start at the same
NXT,
time.
The Great American Bash.
The only thing is the Great American Bash will be probably ending a little bit earlier, about 2 hours and a half.
It's just the only difference with All In. At 1 p.m. they start the pre-show.
It's a 2-hour pre-show, so it's at 3. But we will NXT continues after NXT. You will still have more chance of to see AEW.
Exactly.
I don't know. We're gonna be probably doing a little bit of pre-show.
Yeah, we're gonna be checking out the highlights for what we check in the media and everything. So definitely, Alex is gonna let you know what's
going on, who's winning,
who's losing,
and we're probably gonna do a little bit more after the NXT show is over.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna change to another channel, and we're gonna probably do the streaming the last matches of AEW, and then at 8 o'clock we return back to this channel to watch Saturday night's main event. So don't worry, everything will be constructed here. Don't go. How you go?
Exactly. And the last highlight that it was kind of not weird, but it looks like they had to put this match for some reason against what was his name? Seth Rollins versus Penta.
Well, you're missing one, which is Bronson Reed took it on Jey
Uso.
My
bad. Sorry.
And that match, Bronson Reed getting the victory, but actually no. Bronson Reed lost by disqualification. Jey Uso won it because of Bronson Reed throwing a chair to Jey Uso.
Oh yeah, he got
But either way,
he got interrupted.
Exactly. Bronson Reed tsunami Jey Uso twice. So match is over and got thrown out. Then the main event was Seth Rollins versus Penta. Seth Rollins got the win anyway, but we saw LA Knight coming in and distracting and getting the BFT on Seth Rollins. So that means this Saturday they're gonna face each other 1-on-1, LA Knight and Seth Rollins. So we'll see what happens in that one 1-on-1.
So, exactly. I mean, it looks like they want to continue putting Bronson Reed with Jey Uso and Sami Zayn. Well, now Sami Zayn, I doubted that he's gonna be able to, be at any match.
It's not about Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
Saturday night's main
event. No, that's the
different.
reason. It's NXT. I wrote it down.
It's NXT.
It's only with NXT. That's what I thought.
Saturday night's main event. It's at 8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock.
It has nothing to do with AEW. AEW is separate.
So Seth is questioning
on Goldberg going to shadow his former buddy Mox, losing his title. We'll see if Mox will lose his championship. I think this time that Mox has to lose his championship. I have no doubt about that.
This time, it looks like like All In is supposed to be like you were saying, like a WrestleMania show and whatever. Yeah. That's the moment when they change the season, so they have to put either way another champion. Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't lose this time, which makes sense because you told me that. I was checking in media, and it's supposed to be a special match. It's kind of like a street fight. No, it's not a street fight.
It's a Texas death
match.
That means anything goes. They call it a Texas death because it's in Texas, and it's
yeah.
Horrible thing what happened in Texas now.
I mean, anybody can interfere. That's what I'm saying.
In Texas.
Oh yeah.
For the floods and
Lamentably, that's what it is. That's what it is. It just happened.
Things happening in Texas yesterday. I think it's the day before.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, with this big flood that happened in Texas. And a lot of things happened.
Nice at all. And they're gonna do the show.
Just like Fort Myers happened.
Kind of, yeah.
This is a part of Texas.
Roman
I don't know what kind of
has to say he will be there for more viewers to watch. Well, about Roman Reigns, that's a good question, JT, because
I'll see. We'll see if that happens.
It looks like Roman Reigns right now, he's focused on the actual movie that he's doing it and whatever. If they put Roman Reigns, yeah, but we don't know yet. If he's supposed to come back at a Saturday night's main event, I'm not saying he's wrong, but to attack who? What? Seth Rollins? No, who?
Probably Seth Rollins, because remember they have a
to
grudge
attack
to
Seth
each other.
Rollins. That's true. Of course. And I don't see CM Punk anywhere, so it looks like CM Punk is not in any type.
You never know, because Seth Rollins made CM Punk lose, so you never know if CM Punk can show up for the match between him and LA Knight.
Yeah, because we don't know until what point they are gonna add those matches for this Friday. I don't see John Cena. I don't see R-Truth that he's gonna get a match or something.
Yeah.
So they can cover they can fill up the card. Again, Saturday night's main event is supposed to be 5 matches usually.
Yeah, it's supposedly.
Now it's 3 only.
Probably get it 2 more at Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
Seth did mention Roman tonight, so who knows?
Yeah, oh yeah, makes sense.
You never know.
I mean, if he comes back, if he does something about it, wow. And if he doesn't appear, that means he's supposed to come for SummerSlam? Exactly. Just the same way he did it last year. Can you imagine? In other words, like I come whenever I feel like it. Exactly, just like that. Even though he's not the tribal chief anymore, he can do whatever.
He's the OTC.
Like. He's the OTC, and even though we have Solo Sikoa with the title, it looks like he's always gonna be the tribal chief either way. So hi guys, hi, what's going on, Ray?
Hey Ray, what's going on?
Yes, and everybody that is entering to the live chat, let us know in the comment section your predictions, of course. In case it's your first time, make sure to like this video, of course. And in case you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? You can go ahead and hit the bell. That is for free. You can get notified for the upcoming live events because everything is in the description down below. All the schedule, how it's supposed to be the 3, I would say, shows that we're going to be, put in the audio. In case you don't have Peacock, who cares? You come to the live chat, you put the your predictions in the comment section and your questions, of course. So the live chat is open only for subscribers when it comes to pay-per-views, just so you know. So definitely you can be part of this 3, I would say 3 shows that is going to be really interesting. And one of the things that I was talking to my husband, like, if they really want to win, the ratings of AEW, funny thing, right? They would have put Evolution 2 and the same Saturday. Can you imagine if they would have put the same Saturday of, I know, Saturday night's main event? Probably they would have killed completely the ratings of AEW. But instead, they focused to put and ruin because it's not a big deal, right? the ratings of NXT. So, that's the reason that we were checking with JT, the time is supposed to be the same way. NXT show and the All In, it's going to be at 3 p.m. EDT. That's what it is. They are going to fight, or they are going to be competing for those ratings pretty much. How is WWE Superstar doing? Superstar doing? What? What do you mean Superstar doing?
War Game's going to be crazy this year with the possible teams. Yep. Doing great.
Doing great. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it looks like, again, it's the way it is. I guess all of the pay-per-views from now on, they have to be crushing the same day. Did you realize that? And because of TKO, they decided to do much more extra events. That's the reason that we're having so many events, so many, pay-per-views. And of course, Triple H is making sure to put the shows the same day, same time almost, and compete with Tony Khan with only. What did you know? Oh, are you checking that?
Yeah, okay. I was talking about, because of all these floods going on. This was in San Antonio, Austin, and some other city there that I don't know what it is now. Was the floods of Texas.
Yeah.
I was checking to see how far is Arlington, Texas, is where AEW is going to have the show from all the floods.
Right.
And supposedly from where the floods are at, from where the show is going to be at, it's 4 hours and 36 minutes away. It's about, it's from here to Orlando. Okay. So a 4-hour show.
Okay. What? 4-hour show? What do you mean?
It's a 4-hour distance.
Okay.
Of distance. So I was just looking to see, does the show of AEW interrupts with all this
I don't know.
floods?
Does it?
And not because they have to cancel it.
No, but it doesn't.
But it doesn't affect because it's 4 hours away. So it's like in another city.
And even if it is, I doubt it that they would even cancel it.
Of course, they have to because of these
if it's too near, yeah. But if it's not,
but no, it's 4 hours away, so it's not. It doesn't affect where it was.
How is John Cena? I'm a huge fan of him. Well, right now, you know how it is. Now, this is another side of John Cena, which is super funny.
John Cena's days are counted.
The new heel, apparently.
Yeah. He's counting. His days are counting because he's retiring. So
yeah, I miss WWE. Oh, I got you. Okay, you're not watching it that much.
Nikki Bella returning Bianca will win the title shot versus Rhea. They have done ill so wrong since. Well, that's another one that can be in the battle royal. Bianca Belair.
Oh well, that's a good question. Yeah. If Bianca Belair comes back for real, that's gonna be huge. No, seriously huge. But I don't know. It looks like she's actually, well, what I found on media, apparently she's like doing a lot of rehab and all this stuff. Even though it sounds kind of weird that it's just it's 2 fingers only. But even though if it's your hand or your arm or whatever it is, you're supposed to do rehab. And it's gonna take a while.
No, but I think she was fine. She was about 3 months ago.
Maybe she's already on it.
And we haven't seen her in over a month.
I'm saying she's already active.
So I think she's already done with it.
Right.
She's not injured anymore. So I think
I assume so.
I think she will be in the battle royal.
If she comes back, then that'll be a great moment to put Bianca Belair coming back, because if she comes back in the battle royal, it's fine. But it'll be much more fun if she comes and interrupts the match between Naomi and Jade Cargill. That's another prediction that who knows, maybe could happen, and Bianca Belair can come back. I would love to see Bianca Belair, if she actually comes back, she does something about it in the middle of the match, because we haven't seen Bianca Belair specifically, like she always stayed in the character, like in the middle. Like, I was supposed to be the best friend, I was supposed to be the tag team partner, and like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. Like, who should I help? She never decided who's supposed to be with, who's supposed to support it. Support who? Like she never fully showed herself, like she's still the friend of who. So if I see Bianca Belair coming back, I assume that she should do something about it in the middle of the match of Naomi and Jade Cargill on at Evolution. Yeah. Only in my last 6 hours. Last year it was 10 hours, I guess.
No, not much.
Counting the people, counting the pre-show. No. Counting the pre-show.
It started like at the original show started at 8. Started like at 6. The pre-show. Yeah. It finished like at 12.
Well, okay, 6 hours.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6 hours. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I miss all Judgment.
So right now, if it finishes, it starts at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can finish at 9 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it could be.
You're right.
I like that Carla. Bianca helps Naomi, and they finally turns heel. Yeah, I mean, it's just we never know the other side of Bianca.
You never know. Bianca you never know in that
if
match.
Bianca
that would be true.
She turns heel. That'll be something surprising.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's never gonna happen, unless she just never appears, and she comes on purpose at SummerSlam. Yeah. On purpose, I'm saying, because sometimes did you notice they hold the character on purpose?
Yeah.
Until the end of it, when you least expect it. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Unless it's time to put Bianca Belair again. Although we have so much going on at SmackDown, that's the problem. I'm not saying it's a problem, but it's kind of the problem too. Like, they have so many wrestlers. Yeah, it's kind of problematic, but it's not problematic because before having 3 shows on SmackDown, they were not playing with the characters properly. They were not booking the shows. The matches properly. And now SmackDown is supposed to be 2 hours. Who knows? It's gonna get worse or what? Get me or no? Did you you know what I'm saying? Did you realize that?
Because SmackDown has always been 2 hours, so it's not a big deal.
That's what I'm saying.
Going back and forth.
Yeah.
So it's always been 2 hours and the same show all the time. So it's just the booking that you have to make.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the thing. Who can? Who knows? How do you know that now having 2 hours, they won't put the wrestlers the way it should be? That's the reason sometimes they hold the coming back or the returning of somebody, and they don't put the wrestler until who knows what type of pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? So like right now, I doubted that if Roman Reigns doesn't come back in an actual pay-per-view, right now they have to wait. Either they want it or not. They have to wait at SummerSlam.
Which
you know
is
what
a
I'm
month
saying?
left. It's not a big deal.
I miss Judgment Day. Yeah, the old Judgment Day, totally
the
different.
Is so
the women's division is so loaded that they have their own show.
Of course.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That we have so many women, and if you tell and you count the women they have by itself only, and I can tell you right now, just the women.
Yeah.
Just in women. Well, it doesn't tell me the number here of women, but just in women between Raw, SmackDown, Evolve, NXT, and now you have to count also LFG also.
Well, LFG, yeah. I mean,
got women there, they're wrestlers.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't matter. They're wrestlers.
Yeah.
They're about I would say about 60 women here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the women of Evolution, the women of wrestling here in WWE have gone so far evolved, and not only WWE, you can tell in every company, AEW, they have over 40 women.
Yeah, what
TNA has their women. New Japan Pro Wrestling has their women.
So many.
Even AAA and all this have their women, and
the women's power.
You know how it is with all these women going back and forth. NWA has their women,
Girls.
and
do you remember the cartoon?
Powerpuff Girls, yeah. And this women evolution has gone so many, and I don't even think Miss McMahon would have gone right now with all these women and wrestling to now how it is today with women.
Like I said again, I don't know what they're planning to do. Sometimes, as there's so many wrestlers, they gotta take advantage of it. That's the reason they put battle royals. That's the reason that they do this type of matches on purpose, so they can, make sure to fill it out the way it's supposed to be. And I was gonna mention too, like, how do you see it in general, comparing this evolution this year comparing to the one that we had in 2018? Do you see that are they reaching the quality of what they did in the past or not exactly?
Okay. Women from that time are so different from now. Mm-hmm. You have to understand totally women different. In that time. There was only I would say no more than 10 women in that time in the 90s and late 2000. Yeah. I would say after 2010, 2009 is when evolution of women started coming up. Yeah. And that time it was only the big stars with Trish Stratus, Lita, Melina, China.
The basic ones. Well, basic, I'm saying that the ones that they started Holly, practically. These great women need more TV time. Yes, you're totally right.
And these women that now today are women that are from all over the world. You got Japan, you got Australia, you got China, you got Canada. So you have all these women that the Spanish people, Chile, and you have these Spanish people, women too, and they're evolving so much that it's great to see that they can compete with the guys as well as the guys do.
It's just over here they don't tend to do intergender.
They don't do they do. They have mixed matches before, and they have
but they stopped it.
They stopped it, but they still do it sometimes, not all the time.
It's not a big
deal.
They
have done it, but it's not a big deal.
But they used to do it in the past, though. They used to fight with the women.
Exactly.
How come? Oh, because of the Attitude Era.
They had it. They had it before it, but I wish they hadn't before. If they do have it in the future, mixed tag team titles.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Triple A has them.
Well, you just said it, Triple A.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They have them. How come WWE hasn't thought about that? Or they thought about it and they think that they don't give them ratings? I don't know.
Maybe.
there's another thing that a lot of companies have: 6-man tag team championships.
Oh, they do.
3-way, trios.
Oh, I never.
WWE
The
has
trios, yeah.
They never had that before.
Yeah.
WWE in history never had that before. How come they don't make that?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question.
So, and they have men to do it. They have a lot of superstars to make a trio.
Oh yeah, yeah. It looks like the tag team division, it works better comparing to the trio
I guess
thing.
for them, it's not a big deal. And
no, I'm saying it works better to get it just tag teams. I'm saying
exactly. So,
well, that's the thing that we have at Smackdown. They have too many tag teams. Too many tag teams. They have too many tag teams.
So they have to go their way and see how it.
But funny thing is that after releasing so many wrestlers, they actually got rid of the tag team division of the women too. It's kind of weird, right? Yeah. Because not all the people, like you were saying, they have had contracts at the same time. They had it separately as a solo, but at the end of the day, they were merged, as tag team. In a certain moment, like right now, you don't have Katana with the other one. The same moment they got released, they never started the contract the same day. An example.
No, they got it. They started separately.
What's her name again? Shaina Baszler, also, and the rest of the other wrestlers.
Yeah, the only wrestlers that started together as a tag team, and
it's
were the Bella twins because they're twins or sisters,
right?
And some other companies that wrestlers started, the Iconics. Started together as well.
Right.
So there's women that started together and then they get contracts at the same time.
Exactly.
But almost all of them start separately and their contracts are totally different.
The ring ability of these women today is crazy. Jade is exception.
But you have to be on top of your game when you get into the ring now. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something.
A lot of people don't like Jade Cargill because I don't know why. I guess because you guys think because
apparently she's missing something.
She's missing
what WWE look for.
How the wrestlers of WWE, the divas,
that's what it is.
How they fight, and Jade Cargill doesn't have it in her way. You have to understand this. Jade Cargill is the size of Charlotte Flair. You can tell she fights just like Charlotte Flair.
Not really. Not the same.
The only thing is Charlotte. The problem with Jade Cargill that I've seen and I've seen on her.
Yeah.
She fights, and when she fights, okay, she has momentum and does what she has to find. When she does a kick to the other person, whatever. But I guess when she fights, like just say the kick, she does a kick and knocks you down with the kick. She does it, but in a way that when she does it, she's like attempting, but she's scared just not to hurt the other person.
That's one of the things.
That's one of the things that I see that she does.
Lamentably, a lot of not complain, but debating.
That's why I don't know if
a lot of the people
right
they
now
were
in
doing.
WWE.
That's a good question.
Jade looks is greater, and her power makes up for it. She's still learning. Of course, she's still learning.
Yeah.
She has power. She has strength. But this is what I seen her. She fights when she doesn't move. She does the move, but she attempts she's scared of doing the moves that she's gonna do. That's what I seen her.
Well, that's called insecurity. That's what it is.
When she was in AEW, I didn't see her like that.
Because AEW, they don't tend to have so much requisites. That's what it is. It looks like WWE, they tend to be too exclusive. And if you don't do the moves correctly, they would attack you.
I like her. I like how she fights. I like how she fights. She has strength. She has momentum, and I like how she does it. But I see her sometimes that she's afraid of doing the move of what she's going to do. I think she thinks first before she does the move. That's her problem. And that's why WWE sometimes pulls her back. And that's why she started 3 months later after she had the contract.
Some of the wrestlers, they do need to sharp certain skills. That's the reason, I guess. And
you understand what I'm saying?
Either they started on NXT first on purpose.
You're right,
because
JT.
they have to.
She still has more to learn.
Yeah.
But let me give you a perfect example. Dominic Mysterio.
Well, Dominic Mysterio was another example.
Dominic Mysterio started with his dad.
Completely different.
Dominic Mysterio, when he started, and I've said this since I started seeing him fight, did not know what the hell he was doing when he started fighting.
Yeah, it looks like he was a little bit pushed at the beginning.
He did. His father pushed him.
Yeah, exactly.
He did not know what the hell he was doing. As soon he separated from his dad, that they took him his own way with the Judgment Day, he's done a 360 all around. Yeah.
Well, that counts putting pressure on you, on yourself
now,
in a good sense too. Yeah.
Fighting by himself, he knows what the hell he's doing.
Yeah, but it's not that he's fighting by himself. It's just like he's grabbed a little bit of everybody.
No, Jay Lux is great.
Yeah. I'm saying like the difference with Dominic Mysterio, he has building up also his character and his skills and everything because he's had people around behind him, and in this case was the case of Judgment Day, we know. So the training of them, has helped him to build up quickly and easier, Now maybe in Jade Cargill's case, maybe she didn't have that advantage of having
or
so many people.
Correct.
To help her out. Exactly. I mean, what I've heard, I guess you told me or something, that in AEW, the way she started, she was practically on zero. Like she got trained over there, but I don't know how or how long. It wasn't enough or whatever is the case. Yeah. And it was just different, Alex, you think it's because she's scared to mess up? Yes, that's what he meant.
Yes, and not to mess up, but she's scared of, I guess, by getting hurt.
Well, that makes sense too.
Or probably true that she might be scared of doing the move and she's not doing it right.
Exactly.
And she might hurt herself or hurt somebody else. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the thing is that, like you were saying, I mean, you're not supposed to be scared, but how do I call this? Not the security, but the feeling confidential, feeling that you got extra confidence, right? Assuring yourself that you're doing a great job, it comes also mentally. So she needs to work a little bit on that. And, it comes with experience. Maybe she never started at an early age. It happens to some people, when you're not that, not capable, but you don't have extra practice. So that's the reason that they don't get familiar easily. And that's the reason they have to, I got to measure myself. Like you said it, you don't want to hurt somebody.
Yeah.
But you want to make sure that you don't hurt yourself either. Knowing now and considering that there's a lot of wrestlers that they're getting injured and they're getting a lot of, wrong moves or whatever is the case. You don't want to be that part of the group. I mean, not yet, So that could be the reason too. Yeah, it makes sense for what you just mentioned.
Yeah.
And definitely, you can let us know in the comment section, what do you think about this whole thing? I would say it's confirmed. It's only 3 matches. Coming back to the topic, Saturday night's main event. We'll be reading your comments, right? In 5 minutes. Okay, we're about to finish. You can put the replay. You can know for what happened in the highlights of Monday Night Raw. This live streaming, it was pretty much post-show of Monday Night Raw. And huge reminder, like we were saying again, you can double check in the description down below and be part of the watch-alongs that we're doing 3 shows this weekend. So if you don't have Peacock, who cares? We put the audio super loud. Nobody tells you. You know what's going to happen in the actual pay-per-views. So double check the description down below for the schedule pretty much. And best part of it, you can also check out our podcast that's called Wrestle Splash Podcast, as it says in the right here. I mean here. Spotify and Apple Podcast.
And there.
Exactly. You can click on there in the description down below, and the link is gonna take you to Spotify or Apple Podcasts, and you can download the episodes for free, and you can know what's happening in the latest updates of WWE and full reviews of the actual pay-per-views that happened last month and 2 months ago and 3 months ago and all the months. So now you know. So now you know, my friend. And thanks again to everybody who came to the live chat, of course. Thanks to JT, Samoan, Ray. Yeah, everybody who came to the live chat. Definitely. We see you tomorrow. If you want to know what's going on in NXT. Definitely tomorrow, 8 p.m. EDT or 5 p.m. Pacific time. Do not forget to like this video. And thanks again. It's past my bed. Thanks again, JT.